All right, everybody, it's Ryan Hernandez, and in this video, I'm going to be explaining to you how the cash value accumulation works inside of an IUL. Now, when you make contributions inside of your IUL, what you are doing is that you are placing premium inside the policy. Now, assuming that we structure this as a minimum non-MEC, because that's the only way that we structure our policies for cash value accumulation, about 90+% of your premium will go towards cash value, and then the other, 10% or so will go towards the cost of the insurance. Now, the really nice thing about there being a cost of insurance is the fact that now you're operating underneath the umbrella of life insurance, which means that you're being taxed as life insurance, which essentially just means you're not getting taxed at all because you cannot tax life insurance. So the other thing to keep in mind is that when you put these premiums inside of your IUL, about 90% of that is going to go into the insurance company's general portfolio. And the life insurance companies can pretty much guarantee that their general portfolio is going to do about 5 to 6%. It's made up of corporate bonds, mortgage-backed securities, government bonds, all A+ rated, extremely safe bonds and equities. So if the bond market isn't doing very well, they can shift a lot of that over to equities. If the equities market isn't doing very well, then they'll shift it to bonds. And so that's how they're able to practically guarantee a 5 to 6% on the general portfolio side. Now, where more of the gains come from is about 10% of the premiums that you put into the policy are going to go into options. And so this is where some of the management fees come in with the IUL. So like there's a cost of insurance and then there's some management costs as well. And this is because you have actual in-house traders at these life insurance companies who are trading options every single day. And so the reason why there's that 0% floor is because once the options hit a certain number, they just sell off so that there's no loss and they only participate in the upward trend. And then the other part of that too is that most of these policies are set up on a point-to-point basis, which just means whatever number the stock market was at the day that the policy went in force, and then they compare it to where that same index is at 1 year later on the anniversary date. It's a 1 year point to point. They see how many points increased, how many points has the stock market increased in that year, if any at all. And if the stock market did increase, let's just say 200 points or 500 points or 600 points or whatever it may be, then that's how they're going to convert that into the actual interest that's going to get paid into the policy. Right? And then this is where the compound interest starts to really stack up and really make a lot of money for you, is the fact that you have your premium or your principal in there, and then that principal is earning interest, and then that interest gets paid into the principal. So now you have the principal plus interest, and then that just continues to keep compounding. And then they use what you have in your accumulated value, which is again is your principal plus interest earned. And then that's how they determine how much of a line of credit they're going to give you, which is your cash value. So hope that answers that question. If you guys don't quite understand that, just rewind this video, just watch it again. That's pretty much like the fastest and easiest way to explain it. If you guys want to learn more about how the actual cash value accumulation grows inside of the policy, I can actually show you the actual general portfolio of these life insurance companies. I can show you more diagrams and actual visuals of how this works. Just go ahead and book a call with me. Or, if after hearing that, you're like, oh, I finally understand that, I want to get an IUL. Then again, use the link in the description of this video and go ahead and book a time with me and my team.